I've had my under eye filler partially dissolved 3 separate times, and I'm going to give you photo evidence of why I would absolutely still recommend it, and I would without a doubt do it all over again. So this is where I started. I didn't think I looked bad, but I knew there was potential to look better. So I talked to my injector and she recommended doing under eye filler and cheek filler. She said you want to do both at the same time because you want your face to be proportionate, and that's how they do it. So I said, great, sign me up. This is before my second session of under eye and cheek filler. My injector did tell me I probably have to come in multiple times. I was just missing a lot of volume underneath my eyes, and after the first session, I was pretty swollen. So she wanted to make sure she wasn't injecting too much and to see how I was reacting. So I let the swelling go down, and then I came back for a second session. After the swelling went down, after my second session, this is what we were working with. I think it looks perfect. This is what I was paying for. Amazing. This is an ad because that is where we started. From that to there. I don't think that my face looks different. I just look well rested. I feel like I got back 10 years worth of collagen. I was obsessed. After a little while, I started to know that this vein under my eye was getting puffy and it was really sticking out. And I talked to my injector and she said that a little bit of filler probably just rose to the top and it's not a big deal, just to make an appointment to come and get some dissolver put in. Dissolver's in, she said to wait for the swelling to go down and then we'll just see how it's going, but it's already looking better and significantly less puffy. A couple weeks after that, I noticed that my vein is still a little puffy and it needs just a little bit more dissolver. So I make an appointment. No problem. I go in, we put in a little dissolver. I apologize for not having a straight on photo without makeup, but in these two photos, you can see that my under eyes are looking really good after that second round of dissolver. In this photo, you can definitely still see the vein under my eye, but that's just because of the color of my skin and the color of my vein. But what I want you to notice is that it's not puffy. My cheek is nice and smooth and even. So the color is not gonna change because that's my skin color, but it looks nice and smooth and not puffy. The dissolvers worked. Not even a week later, I was looking in the mirror and I started noticing that I had like this triple under eye bag and this was getting like a double eye bag. Like it went my eyelid, my tear duct, and then a little bump. And I was like, what? Like I just got it dissolved on the outside of my eye and now it's kind of migrated on the inside. So I made another appointment to go get it dissolved. And here we are today. I got my under eyes dissolved a little bit in the center. It's looking great. It's not swollen at all. And this is what I'm going for. I'm gonna give you a real up close look because to me, this is worth it. Under eye filler, all filler, it moves, and going in to get it adjusted and dissolved a little bit at a time where you need it just doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me. If your car gets dirty, you would go and wash it. You're not just gonna sell your car because it keeps getting dirty. Sometimes there's some maintenance. You have to keep up with it. And I think it's the same with filler, especially under eye filler, because it is so sensitive and there's so many muscles in your eyes and your face moves so much that it's going to migrate and it's going to move around. So hopefully this is the last time I need dissolver. My injector recommended just to keep coming in and getting it dissolved a little bit out of a time because it should eventually settle in and I shouldn't have to mess with it anymore. I feel like these results speak for themselves. They're worth every penny. They're worth a couple extra trips to make sure it's still looking good and perfect because I do not want to go back to the first photo. I did not think that I looked bad, but I just look so much better with under eye filler. And if it's a little bit high maintenance, that's okay. I'm gonna keep it up. I think it looks amazing.